What up? What up? This is Finance, Fitness, and Folk, a channel will discuss finance, a little bit of fitness, talk about some folk. So in today's episode, I'm going to discuss why the presidential race is over. It's over, y'all. It is over. So admin notes, thanks again to all the subscribers to the channel. I endeavor to keep pushing the video out. Give you leverage, the better it sells. So I know this is a channel about money, about finances, fitness, and folks. I'm talking about folks today, right? I'm gonna get back to this money in a minute, right? Because I definitely believe that with the way this economy is gonna go over the next 100 days before the new president gets elected, stocks are gonna go crazy tomorrow. So anyways, it is 21 July 2024 right now. As of the recording this video, a couple hours ago, President Biden, Joe Biden, announced that he is stepping down from his pursuit of the presidency. So basically, he's saying he's dropping out of the race, right? No shocker. I mean, I think that presidential debate he had with Donald Trump a couple weeks ago was definitely not his best performance whatsoever. About a week or so ago, he announced he had COVID, which, I mean, having COVID, I mean, like, that's definitely, I don't think that's definitely is not a reason why he would drop out, even though he's 81 years old. So having COVID at 81 is different than having COVID at, like, in your 40s, right? It's a totally different animal. It's a totally different beast, right? But some things have definitely been happening over the last year when it comes to his presidency, and folks have been discontent. They're not liking how the job is being handled in the White House, and he is the president. So even though he may be a figurehead, and there are other folks behind the scenes making certain decisions, at the end of the day, he still is still the representative of the United States. He's the face of the United States, and a lot of people, to include Democrats, are not happy with the performance that's going on right now, right? And this is not the saying a thing about his capability of being president. He's been in politics for about 50 years now, right? So it's not that this is his first rodeo. He was a vice president for 8 years behind President Obama. So being a vice president for 8 years behind an excellent president, that he was serving, is, you can't be in that situation and not get some type of knowledge as for like how president's supposed to run the country, right? So I'm not saying that his competency of being president was not there, but I do believe his age and his mental capacity, it just wasn't modern medicine has definitely has helped folks live a lot longer than what folks used to live 50 years ago. But at 81 years old, I mean, like, the stress and the responsibility of being president, if he displayed some more resilience when it comes to certain things, I think a lot of folks would be like more on the upside when it comes to him being running for president. But there's no upside, and it hasn't been upside for a long period of time now. So in any case, he's dropped out of the race, so he's out of it. He's out of there, right? And the United States has already picked their runners as for like who's supposed to be running, right? So Trump is running for the Republican Party, and of course President Biden was running for the Democratic Party. Now there's not anybody in that seat right now, right? And they're even talking about excuse me, y'all, bugs out here, but they're actually talking about him actually resigning his presidency and actually having Kamala Harris take over as president until the election, which to me, I think is absolutely crazy. But I mean, at the end of the day, we don't know what happens behind the scenes. We don't know the reason why, the Democratic Party was really pushing towards him leaving his spot as far as like running for president, or even them endorsing him to, not really endorsing, but kind of pushing him to him to resign. If history, if my memory serves me right, the only president to ever resign from office was Nixon, and I believe he resigned in lieu of being impeached or put in jail. The Watergate thing, right? You know what I'm saying? So, and just a history lesson. Gerald Ford, who took over as president afterwards, actually pardoned Nixon. So that's the reason why he didn't have any legal action taken against him after Watergate and maybe some other things that happened, right? But anyways, getting back to this presidency thing, it's over, y'all. Like it's over. Like if anybody thinks that Kamala Harris has a chance in hell to win this election, you're fooling yourself, right? Now I'm not saying that the Democratic Party can't pull it out because anything's possible. Actually, to be quite honest, I mean it is possible for Kamala Harris to actually win. But to say that the Democratic Party have a lot of confidence in her winning. It's summertime, y'all, so you got motorcycles, all that kind of stuff going around here, right? But you know, for me to say that, you know, if the Democratic Party actually has you know, confidence in her winning the election, after you know, after her position as for being vice president and being kind of like quiet and like behind the scenes the whole time, like, you know, you have to have like a pretty strong presence in the political realm for you to be even, you know, even considered as far as like being president or any type of political position, right? And I relate Kamala Harris as a person is like she's been like a silent partner. You know, like in big business, you have like these investors that may invest in a certain product or a certain company, and they hold a share or a couple of shares of that company, and basically they have enough influence over that company or that person where they become partners, and they're silent partners because they want to invest their money, but they don't want to be known in the public. So the public doesn't know who is backing them, but they want to be a part of that because they know it's going to benefit them, right? As far as them getting money and other accolades. And I think that's the way Vice President Kamala Harris is actually has held her vice presidency. Now, was that by choice? Did she want to be more out there in the front? Who knows? We don't know, right? But she has not established herself as a political leader strong enough for me to think that she can have a chance at winning, even though she's being endorsed by President Biden, which he's already said a couple hours ago. You know, and I think she's backed by maybe a couple other folks, and I'm pretty sure some more endorsements are going to come as this thing unfolds. But I'm telling you, y'all, Trump has too many. He has too many allies. He has too much political power. He has too many partners. And you know, like I said, the way that he made, well, I'm not gonna say he made Biden look crazy on doing that political debate. I think Biden pretty much made himself look crazy. But like I said, it could be old age. It could be a slew of things that happened. The reason why that happened, right? But at the end of the day, the presidential race is over, y'all. It is over, like finite, over. Like stick a fork in it. It's over. Who in the world could they pull out of they hat for the Democratic Party for them to put in the forefront, other than Kamala Harris, to have a chance against Donald Trump? I don't see it happening. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. I just don't, man. It's a wrap. And look, let me emphasize this one more time, right? I don't subscribe to one political party, right? And, you know, am I an absolute fan of Donald Trump? No. Am I an absolute fan of President Biden? No, I'm not at all. I look at policies and I look at what each president has done during their time, during the presidency, right? And when you compare apples and oranges, right, or apples and apples, however you want to call it, right? When you compare what Donald Trump did as a president, his 4 years, versus what President Biden did during his 4 years, there's not a lot of cross. How you just say? What's up, man?
You talking about me?
No, I'm not talking about you.
So why you stopped talking when I said I was?
Nah, you came out here. I thought you needed something, sweetie. That's my wife. But yeah, there's not a lot of policies that coincide with each other to a certain degree, as far as like what President Trump did and what President Biden did. Like it's a two totally different ways of them handling the presidency. And when it comes to economics, when it comes to healthcare and all these other things, both of them had their own different spin on things. But you know, the public has to decide which one they want to choose. Do they want to pick, you know, the Republican Party or the Democratic Party? Because even though I think there are some emotional investment in both parties and in both people that are running for the presidency. I think there's a lot more emotion with President Trump versus what President Biden had when he was running. And to say that Kamala Harris has the same amount of emotional support that President Biden had, I don't see it. I just don't. So, take it with a grain of salt. I'm pretty sure a lot of extra things are going to unfold as this thing, reveals itself as far as like how the Democratic Party is going to navigate this thing. But it's going to be it's going to be a long hill to climb for them. I really believe that. So I don't know, y'all. July 2024 has been lit. There's been a lot of things going on this month. It just has. A lot of things going on this month. Like in the hip hop community, we always say that summer of 1988 was like the craziest time in hip hop when it came to all these classic albums. If you look at 1988 and you see like all the rap albums that was made during that time, you have like a slew of artists that have sampled rhymes and have sampled beats from that one year, that one summer. That one summer was like pretty much like like how you climb a mountain is like you get to the summit and like you pretty much climb the whole mountain, you get to the top. That was the top. Now I'm not saying that was the greatest year hip hop, but that summer '88 was crazy lit. And I think this month of July 2024 has been lit as well, especially when it comes to political stuff. But anyways, drop your likes and comments and let me know what you think, because I really wanted to have a discussion about this when it comes to how things are going to go. I know I've had a lot of subscribers and a lot of folks that are not subscribers that have commented on some of my political views and said that I'm kind of crazy with it, and there's a lot of things that they don't see as far as like how both parties actually navigate themselves. But for one thing I will say is that if you're going to comment, please watch the video in its entirety. I've actually had some folks on my videos actually said they just read the title and then commented. Does that make any sense? I don't think so. You didn't even get the gist of what I even said on the video. You just took the title because I guess the title grabbed it grabbed your interest, and then you just comment on the title. Doesn't make any sense. If you're gonna make a comment that's actually that we can debate about, talk about, watch the video. Even if you just watch just half of it, you know what I'm saying? Just get the general idea of what I'm talking about, because I actually state that in the beginning of the video. And then if I don't pique your interest after that, then so be it. After 3 minutes, turn the video off. But at least turn it on and listen to a certain degree of what I'm saying on the videos before you comment. But any like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate all you guys for the support. Like I said before, I made this channel about 2 years ago, and it took me like 7 months to get my first subscriber. Now I'm almost at 2,000 subscribers. So I really appreciate the support, and I endeavor to keep pushing the video out. Give you leverage to better yourselves. Finding Fitness and Folk, Triple F, I'm gone.